Hi everyone, welcome back to Athletic Approach. My name is Hannah. I am a sprints coach and strength and conditioning coach, and I am here to help athletes make breakthroughs without breaking down. There are a lot of ways to vary your warm-up, but the one I'm going to do today is a really nice one for the general preparation phase. It covers everything: hip flexors, glutes, hamstrings, shoulders. So start with a heart rate raiser, which can be a jog, maybe one lap around, or maybe just a 100 and back, whatever gets your heart rate going and pulsing. And then I go straight into the skip variations. So the first one I do is just a general skip. I don't go very far with these drills. I tend to go about 10 to 15 meters, maybe less than some of the others. And I always just like a nice walk back as well. I'm not trying to race on the way back. So that was just a normal skip. And now I'm gonna do a skip with my arms going forward. Just get into the rhythm. Open up the shoulders. Maybe on the way back, you can sort of twist your spine, whatever feels right for you. Okay, then I get to go into the backwards skips with the backward arms. On the next one, I go onto the side and I'm going to cross my arms over as I do side shuffles. And I'm going to take my jumper off because I'm already hot. It works. Warm up works. Next one then, you've got crisscross or karaoke or whatever. So you go over one and then under for the next stride. So there are different variations. You can just do it like that, keeping your knee like extended, or you can bring your knee up into a flexion. I prefer that variation. Over, under, under. So that was my leading leg on the left. Now I go with the right. Over, under. Really good coordination. It's nice and bouncy. So those are more like the skippy, get your heart going drills. Now I'm gonna move on to the slightly slower dynamic stretching ones. Okay, so we're gonna open up the hips now. So a nice big lunge, falling lunge. Open it up. I like to touch the knee at the back and then sometimes extend from there as well. Also at the bottom, you can include a little twist to the side of your leading leg. Up, fall into that next lunge. You can control it maybe a little bit more than what I just did there. Control, extend the back if you want to, add in a twist. Up, down. Extend, twist. Now, I'm not really concentrating on my breath because I'm talking a little bit, but now would be a good time to be consciously connecting your breath with the body part that you are stretching. So if I was down into the lunge position just then, and I was extending the back leg, think about connecting your breath to your hip flexor and opening up that area of your body. So on to the next one. I'm gonna pretend like there are hurdles in front of me, and I'm just gonna make a nice, big, wide leg circle or foot circle. Keep the hips nice and high, keep a good posture. Bring your knee and your foot up as if you're going over the hurdle in front of you. Don't let your foot collapse too far. As you come round, keep your foot nice and high. Also try not to lean over to one side. Keep your shoulders as square as you can. If you are quite advanced with that one, I tend to like to cue a little bit more intention on the way down with the foot, just to start really thinking about applying the force down into the ground. So that's just a little bit of a different focus for that drill. And then we do the same thing, but backwards. So again, think about you've got your hurdles, nice and tall, strong core, pull the knee up, round with the foot, kick back. Okay, so I'm kind of like kicking out at the hurdle now. So up, round, kick back. And you can kick back, engage your glute of that leg, but also think about your hamstring on the standing leg, on the supporting leg. I forgot which leg I did. So like firing everything up now. Thinking about the muscle pairings as well. One more, kick, nice. Then I just go into some sumo squats. Now this is going to be the last one that I'm doing up the track, and then we'll go onto the floor for some floor activation. So different variations here. You can just do the nice wide sumo squat with the elbows inside of the knees. And then if you're down here, if you just want to like rock around side to side, that's fine. Like really feel into the movement, play around with what range you have, and then jump up. So down, play around at the bottom, twist side to side, up. Or you can stay down and kind of do little bounces, like really waking up the glutes and the knees. I kind of like vary between the two, because sometimes I like to go down and jump up straight away. Sometimes I like to sort of twist side to side. It really is just like playing around with what feels good in that moment. So that is the track work. Now we're going to go on to the floor activation. Okay, so we're on to some floor activation, and we're kind of hitting again all of the areas, upper body, core, spine and hips. So first one we've got is the Nordic curls, or the reverse Nordic curls. So just make sure that your feet are curled underneath. Nice strong posture here. You don't want to be sitting back like sitting back onto your heels. You just want to keep the extension as far as you can and back, okay? So you can have your hands on your shoulder to help with posture. I don't do too many of these, usually like 8 reps is enough, 8 to 10. So it's really good because it's hip extension, which is obviously something that we kind of forget about in sprinting. We're always thinking about getting our knees up and hip flexion, but the extension is a huge part of the gait cycle as well. And then we're gonna go here onto all fours. So I just raise the knee up, opening up the shoulders, push your hips back. Think about having your elbows pulling away from your head to open up the lats. Roll yourself forward into the cobra to stretch out your core. Push yourself back. So hips up, straighten out the arms, roll yourself forward like a spinal wave, stretch out the core. You can kind of get faster at these if you want to. Just do one more. Again, usually like 6 to 8 reps is perfectly fine on that one. So the next one you've got is kind of like a kickback or like a donkey kick. Imagine you've got a ball in between your calf and your hamstring and you're squeezing it, okay? So you're not like opening up the knee joint at any point. You're squeezing it and you're kicking up. Keep your core nice and strong, really activate the glute, but don't forget about your other side as well, the stabilizing side. They work together in unison. Good. 8 reps again, probably did more than that. And onto the other side, squeeze and kick. It's cool because it also opens up the hips as well on the front. I've lost ability to count today. Okay, on to the next one. So the iron cross. This is where you are lying down, have your arms out into a T position, and then you're just gonna imagine your opposite leg your leg is going to your opposite hand, okay? So you're kind of whipping it across. Now you can go a bit faster and alternate, but if you're new to this one, just take your time. This one is for the outer hip. You can relax your head down. Okay. And then we reverse, do exactly the same thing, but on the other side. So this is the scorpion. Again, out into the T. I'll keep my shoulders off because I'm talking, but kick up, opposite leg, opposite foot to hand. Perfect. Okay, and then we're on to the single leg wipers. Really like this one, hits the adductors as well as the side core, the side body. So out to the side with the leg, raise this leg off and kind of sweep it across to the opposite side. You can touch it if you want to, or you can keep it off the floor. I would also recommend keeping your gaze at your foot. So I'm kind of following my foot round with my gaze. That way you're also using your spine. Perfect. Almost there. So 2 more left of this circuit. Like I mentioned, these circuits, they kind of change throughout the year. This is more of a general preparation warm-up circuit. So opposite hand to leg for this next one, and you're just reaching up. Make sure you also go down with your shoulders as well. It's kind of like a crunch. Really kick the leg up. And your other leg, your standing leg, is bent on this one. I do as much as a twist as you can. So I kind of aim for the outside of my leg. Awesome. And then we go on to the last one here. Side plank with some dips. There's an easy variation where you can have your bottom knee down on the floor, or you can have your hips up into a normal side plank position. Make sure you're nice and neutral through the spine. You're not leaning forwards in the shoulder. And then you're just pushing your hips down towards the floor and back up. Really trying to activate the side body. Forget to do both sides. Okay, so that is the end of the warm-up. Usually what I would now do is I would go on to my specific sprint drills. So I tend to choose 2 sprint drills. Today I'm going to do A skips and scissor bounds. These are just the 2 drills that I like. I'm only coming back to sprinting today. This is my first day in a long time. So I've chosen drills that I know I'm proficient in and I have a good technical ability to do them. In my general preparation phase, I'm not going to try and do really complicated specific sprint drills at this point. I'm just trying to build an aerobic base. Hopefully you found this video really useful today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.